But first, Ogunquit Playhouse has kicked off its 90th season with a musical that pays tribute to one of the iconic entertainers of the last 60 years, Cher. The production is called The Cher Show, and it features 3 actresses who portray Cher at various stages of her career. Those actresses are Madeline Huddleston, Carissa Hoagland, and Sarah Gettelfinger. And while they are all happy to be performing in the show, Sarah Gettelfinger is especially pleased because she's returning to musical theater after a long time away.
This is actually my first show that I've done in almost 9 years. So there were many things about this return that were, getting the old car out of the garage and dusting it off and getting things working again. But
and what did you find? How's the engine running?
It still works. It still runs. I think it definitely, the more you do it, the more with anything, you find your groove and you become stronger and it gets more conditioned. And I couldn't be more grateful.
Obviously, the woman that you're all portraying is an iconic performer. So how do you approach recreating Cher? You're not trying to do a letter-perfect impression of her. You want to bring your own self to the role. How do you approach it?
We've all watched so many YouTube videos, but I'm never going to be Cher. I wish I could be, but I am never going to be her. I mean, obviously a lot of it is research and like getting your version of her voice and all of that, but a lot of it is just kind of taking seriously what's on the page. My concern in that moment isn't like, do they think I'm Cher right now?
I know that the 3 of you have been really busy and completely wrapped up in the production, but have you given any thought to going out together to a karaoke bar, doing nothing but Cher songs and absolutely blowing people away?
Maybe after the contract.
Yeah, maybe after we can get on the other side of COVID.
Yeah, I think after we're not worried about COVID and after we don't need like every bit of vocal rest we can get, I think
Every
maybe.
second.
What's your favorite song to sing in the show?
I got you, babe. No question.
Carissa?
I think probably Ain't Nobody's Business.
If I should take a notion to jump into the ocean, ain't nobody's business if I do.
We're gonna give a whole new meaning to less is more.
Sarah?
I think Haven't Seen the Last of Me. There's several powerhouse ones that I love, but the fact that it's, vocally thrilling, but it's that last moment where the 3 of us really get to finally join forces of the 3 stories, parts of the story we've been. That's a really beautiful culmination for me.
All right, are you ready for a little Cher trivia?
Oh, I hope so.
You said you've been watching YouTube videos until you're ready to keel over, so you must know everything about Cher by now.
Okay, give it to us.
All right, here goes. I'll just throw it out. Whoever gets the first correct answer wins the round. What was the title of Cher's first song that she released as a solo performer?
Would that have been Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves?
No.
You better sit down, kid?
Early. Teenager.
You better sit down, kid? No?
Ringo, I Love You.
As in Ringo Starr?
As in Ringo Starr.
I love that.
Under the name Bonnie Jo Mason.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, thank
All right.
God she dropped that name.
On her mother's side, Cher's ancestry is A, Armenian, B, Albanian, C, Bulgarian.
Armenian.
Armenian,
We better
you all
know
get
that one.
Okay. True or false? My college roommate once lived next door to Cher's son, Elijah Blue Allman.
Well,
It's got to be
I'm gonna
true.
guess
It's true. It's true. His kids would be in the backyard. They'd, knock a ball over the fence, and they'd say, "Hey, Elijah, can you throw that back?" 10 seconds later, Cher's son would throw the ball back over the fence.
That's amazing.
Cher was in a duo, obviously, with Sonny Bono. They first performed under what name? Paul and Paula, Mickey and Sylvia, Caesar and Cleo.
Caesar and Cleo.
Very good. When Cher buys an airplane ticket, does she have to fill in her last name?
I would guess so, because of the government.
I would say
And it's
Homeland
Sarkisian.
Security, yes.
Trick
Well,
question.
Pierre,
Cher
but no.
doesn't buy airline tickets. She flies private.
That's true.
Probably
She's so
true.
cool and down to earth, though. It would not
yeah, sure.
faze me a bit if I saw her in Coach one day.
No.
All right, fill in the blank here. If I could turn back time, I'd...
I don't know.
All right.
I'd use more sunscreen.
All right.
I would take less BS from people. I think that's what I would do in my younger
Yeah.
years, is
I
I would
guess,
stand
yeah.
up for myself a little bit more
Madeline, one more
confidently.
shot at it.
More not be afraid to be sure of myself.
Okay. And the last question, which will happen first? The stars will wink out and the universe will come to an end, or Cher's farewell tour will finally, truly conclude?
I hope the stars go first before she stops touring.
I saw her in Vegas when she was 70, and she was singing live, you could tell, and she was fabulous. I don't think anything about Cher is ever gonna die out.
She is one of a kind. There's no question about that. The Cher Show at Ogunquit Playhouse runs through June 25th. You'll find information about tickets, showtimes, everything else you need to know. It's all in the 207 section of our New Center Maine app and website.